Sister Norma, she was born in the United States and became a U.S. citizen by chiripa, by chance. She had family in Matamoros, family in Brownsville. The border didn't feel like a border. It was just something we crossed back and forth. And it was just a part of life. She wanted to learn, but for many of us with Mexican parents, to leave the household was very difficult, and her father did not want her to leave, but she just had an interest in learning. She was back from college and her friends wanted to go to Pizza Hut. She's like, great. But her friend was like, well, yeah, but first we're gonna go to this religious group meeting.
She went there for pizza and ended up getting a calling from God instead.
She was going to pursue her master's degree when she decided to become a religious sister.
Something happened to me in that prayer. My life changed, I would say, 180 degrees. I started to see God totally different, a God of love, a God that loves me.
I love Sister Norma's sense of humor. She was a very good artist. She loves music. She drives really fast. Buckle up if you're gonna hang with Sister Norma for a lot of different reasons.
Sister Norma's involvement in immigration stems back to her early days in the 80s working at Casas Romero. As refugees were coming from El Salvador, Guatemala, and different areas, they needed a place to rest, they needed water, they needed food, and the church always responds. And Sister Norma Pimentel, as a young nun, was right there in partnership with Sister Juliana, her mentor, and who really guided her in her path to becoming a religious sister.
I cannot be me in what I do without God. God is the force, God is the inspiration, God is the one that fills me. And then as my day unfolds, the encounters I have with, especially with children, being able to bring a little bit of hope, of joy to a child, that fills me tremendously.
Faith is the starting point. To be able to create a shelter in the Rio Grande Valley for those that need refuge, where they felt a sense of belonging, where they felt being welcomed, whether they're able to come into this country or not. She wants to make sure that they are treated with dignity in this journey.
We, the community of the Rio Grande Valley, is there, present, helping these families, trying to give them what they need, which is food, water, a clean clothing, a chance to take a shower, help them be safe because that's what they need.
When it comes to Sister Norma, there is so much about her that inspires. There's just an inner peace and calm in the midst of any storm that's happening. And I think it's that capacity to be present to another, to set aside your own wants and desires and be present, to be.
She is as big a luchadora as anyone I've ever met. She'll just gracefully throw those golpes. And I can just hear her in my head sometimes tapping me on the arm saying, Antonio, you need a little more grace.
How I approach people and connect with them is the same thing that Pope Francis is saying when he talks about revolutionizing tenderness. And I say, yes, that's it.
Sister Norma brings faith to so many of us that are a bit cynical in its purest form. That is the power of Sister Norma. It's truly a blessing to be able to count on Sister Norma as a friend and as a partner.
This dream is ours. Que si se puede, we can. All of us have that inspiration to accomplish, for me, the goal of who God is calling us to be. So be that person, whoever that is. We can become that person that will make a difference in the lives of so many. And that is the American dream.